Welcome back to another episode of $3 Down, ladies and gentlemen. Have you guys ever had a tonsil stone before? I mean, Jesus Christ, I just had a tonsil stone, man, for the first time. For the first time ever in my life, I had a tonsil stone. See, I noticed something was off when, I could taste and smell, like, an odor in my mouth. That's when I knew, okay, yeah, there's a problem. Is there something like rotting in between my teeth? Am I brushing good enough? I mean, like, what is going on? And I knew it couldn't have been like because of a lack of brushing or, dental hygiene. I brush my teeth twice a day. I even have one of those water pick things, dude. I do it every day, twice a day. So I knew it couldn't have been that. So, like I said, like my philosophy, when something's like wrong with my body, it's a terrible philosophy to have. Absolutely horrible. But normally what I do, I just wait and see if it gets worse. I mean, that's just what I do, dude. And like 9 times out of 10, it gets better and I don't have to, go to the doctor or anything, dude. So this time I just decided to let it wait and just see if maybe the taste and the smell will go away on its own. It didn't. And then I was like, okay, something's got to be wrong. So then I'm looking up on Google, odd taste, like stench in mouth, odd taste in mouth. And I'm getting all these results. And the one that stuck out to me was tonsil stones being the possible culprit in this situation. I was like, whoa, I've heard of tonsil stones before, but I didn't even consider that. I thought to get tonsil stones, you had to have like absolutely abhorrent dental hygiene or some nonsense, dude. Nah, not really. Like you could still have really, really good hygiene and still get some tonsil stones, dude. I guess it's because of bacteria like finding its way into the back of your mouth and just like staying there and calcifying into a fragment. I guess that can just happen to anybody, dude. We all put stuff in our mouth every single day. There's going to be some bacteria there, dude. Some bacteria getting lodged in the back of your mouth. It hardens, and there you go. You got a tonsil stone. Even if you do brush your teeth, even if you do use mouthwash, floss, all that nonsense, it's just inescapable. And it happened to me, dude. I figured I had a tonsil stone. So what I did after deducing that this may possibly be the case, I went to the bathroom. And I tried to I stuck my finger in my mouth and I tried to like move my throat with my finger in the back of my mouth. I tried to move it out of the way so I could see my tonsil stones. I'm just in the bathroom, just like almost throwing up because I got my finger just lodged in the back of my throat, just trying to move the flesh out of the way so that I could see the tonsil stone to see if I actually had a tonsil stone, dude. I couldn't get it. I couldn't see it because I'm just gagging too hard. I feel like throwing up. I couldn't last in there long enough to be able to see if I had a stone in there. So what did I do next? I went to my mom and dad. You gotta go to the parents, dude. That's like the last resort for me. All right, let's go to mom and dad. I went to my mom. I said, Mom, I think I might have a tonsil stone. My mom and dad didn't even know what tonsil stones were, dude. They've never heard of tonsil stones. They're like, what in God, what are you talking about? Tonsil stones? What makes you think that? What even is tonsil stone? What are tonsil stones? So then we just absolutely forget about like trying to see if there's a tonsil stone in my throat. And I pull up YouTube on their TV. So here we go. Now I'm like running them by the basics of tonsil stones and whatnot. We're watching all these YouTube videos because before they start investigating my mouth, they gotta know what we're dealing with. They gotta know what we're up against. So now they're a little bit more familiarized with tonsil stones because up until that moment they had never even heard of them in their entire life, dude. I was like, what? How have you not heard of tonsil stones before? You've never had a tonsil stone or anything? They said, no tonsil stones. So then after I finished showing them the basics of tonsil stones and whatnot, I asked my mom if she can like look in my mouth and see if she sees a stone in there. She wasn't gonna like put her finger or anything in there, and not doing all that nonsense, dude. I was gonna like jam my finger in there. My problem was I couldn't do it by myself because I would close my eyes and it'd feel like I was throwing up. I would close my eyes and I wouldn't be able to see it, and I would like jerk my head because, you know, I'm gagging too hard. So I figured if I can just get my finger back there and have like a second party come in and investigate themselves, they may be able to check it out without you know, obstruction or whatever, you know. So I'm over here, I'm sticking my finger in my mouth and she can't see it. She still can't see it, dude. I give her a flashlight too. She just cannot see the stone. She can't see the culprit. So what I do next is I get a mirror. And I tell her to maybe look in the mirror and position, like move the mirror around so she can position it in different angles to maybe see the tonsil stone. And that worked. We finally saw the little white stone lodged in the back of my throat, dude. She was like, "Oh my God, I see it. What is that?" My dad was like, what is that? What? He's actually got one? I thought he was lying or some nonsense. Dude, my dad is always like that. My dad always shrugs off any like ailment I may feel or injuries I receive. My dad always shrugs it. "Oh, he'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine." And that kind of annoys me because sometimes I'm like in pain. And he's like, "You'll be fine. You'll be fine." I mean, granted, at the end of the day, he's right. I do end up being fine after I like rest on it or whatever, but still, it's just kind of annoying that he shrugs it off and whatnot. You know what I mean? So he's just sitting there watching this whole ordeal take place. But we finally saw the tonsil stone, and now we sit back down and we watch YouTube videos about what to do about tonsil stones. We figured out what tonsil stones were. Now we have to figure out what to do when we have a tonsil stone. So we watched this one video, and this guy was saying a good way to get rid of tonsil stones is to like rinse pretty hard with water or whatever. Just rinse and try to like position the water in a way where it splashes against the back of your throat, and just rinse really hard, and maybe the force of the water will shake the tonsil stone free, and it'll just, you know, come out like that. And another thing he suggested, the same guy in the same video, he suggested you use a water pick to like blast it away. And remember I mentioned earlier, I do have a water pick. So I was like, okay, I could try that. We have a water pick. It might be able to work pretty well. I can like aim it a bit better. I don't have to it doesn't have to touch the back of my throat. I just got to aim it in the general direction. So I went to the bathroom. I filled up the water pick with some nice warm water, dude. But I forgot to turn down the setting. You know, there's a setting to either increase or decrease the water pressure, and it was still on full blast. I use it on full blast every day. That might be terrible for my gums, but I just feel that it's just the most effective for me. And I forgot to turn it down. So I'm over here, I turned it on, and just absolutely devastate the back of my throat, dude. I absolutely brutalized the back of my throat with like some super high pressured water just aimed directly at the back of my throat, and now I'm over here coughing up blood and stuff, dude. I'm coughing up blood. The back of my throat is bleeding now, and like I'm just in pain. It's just like a constant soreness in the back of my throat. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I didn't even want to try the water pick anymore. I didn't even turn down the setting or anything. I was just like one and done. I was like, okay, yeah, no more water pick. Jesus Christ, that was terrible. So the next thing I did, we watched another video, and they simply suggested just like taking your finger and sort of just like pushing it out. If you have like a good gag reflex, you can like just, you know, jam your finger in the back of your throat or whatever, and sort of like just push it out, and it'll just sort of pop out, because they're not like connected to anything. They're just sort of lodged in there. You know what I mean? They're just sitting there. So you can just like flick them out, maybe push them out, just push against your skin, and it'll like just remove itself from the stone. So I tried to do that, but it didn't work. It didn't work, dude. Like I said before, I was just gagging too hard, dude. I just couldn't do it. It felt like I was going to throw up. So I just said, okay, yeah, that's not going to work. So the last thing I did which should have been the first thing I did, to be honest, was I went to the bathroom and just rinsed for like 5 minutes straight. I just rinsed really hard with water, and it finally came out, dude. It finally came out with a nice rinsing session. It finally got dislodged. Jesus Christ, dude. That was the most harrowing thing ever. Tonsil stones aren't really, they aren't super like a super serious thing to get, you know what I mean? It's not like a really debilitating thing. It can be annoying. In my experience, it wasn't like painful or anything, like having the tonsil stone in my throat. If it wasn't for the stench that I could like taste and smell in my mouth, I wouldn't have even noticed the tonsil stone was in there. I couldn't feel it. It didn't feel like anything was there. There was no pain. It was just a stench coming from it, dude. And good God, when the tonsil stone was removed, oh my God, dude, that stuff was pungent. It was pungent. It went away pretty quickly because I used mouthwash right afterwards too. But like when it first came out, dude, Jesus Christ, my mouth, it tasted like someone just farted directly into my mouth, dude. It was bad. It was really bad. Jesus Christ. But after a good mouthwash session, it went back to normal. Back to a nice minty breath, dude. I haven't had one since. This wasn't too long ago. This was like a couple months ago, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm still baffled at the fact that my parents have never even heard of a tonsil stone. Up until that moment, they had never heard of a tonsil stone. It's crazy because my mom had her tonsils removed. She's had her tonsils removed, but she had never had a tonsil stone. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they have had a tonsil stone. Maybe, and they just like never cared enough, or it was never so pungent and so potent that they noticed. Because like I said before, if it wasn't for the stench it was emitting, I wouldn't have even noticed it was there, dude. Because that stench was so foul and so noticeable for me, that was the only reason I noticed it. Well, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have even noticed it, dude. So maybe, who knows? Maybe they did have a tonsil stone. Maybe they have had a tonsil stone. Maybe they still, as of this moment, they might have a tonsil stone in there right now, dude. You never know. They just don't notice. Who knows? Who knows? Jesus Christ. During that entire situation, my dad was just sitting there, just laughing up a storm, dude. Just laughing his ass off, just looking at me, just throwing up, just like coughing up blood because I just absolutely pressure washed the back of my throat, dude. He's just sitting there laughing at me, dude. I was so angry. That's so annoying, dude. I'm like, can you take this serious, please? He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, dude, good Lord. I'm over here dying. My fingers, just sticking my fingers in the back of my throat, throwing up, dude. And he's just sitting there in the recliner, got his feet kicked up, petting my dog, just looking at me, just laughing his ass off, dude. Oh my God, I was so mad. That coupled with the frustration of like trying and failing all of these things to get this tonsil stone out, dude. Oh my God. It was brutal, man. It was brutal. But I mean, hey, at least I haven't had one since. I've been like really mindful of making sure I like rinse my mouth out really good, because I would brush my teeth twice a day and use that the water pick. I would use that twice a day, but I wouldn't rinse my mouth out with mouthwash every day. I wouldn't do that. I would brush my teeth, and that would just be it. I wouldn't use mouthwash or anything. Now I use mouthwash every single time, dude. And I rinse really hard. I make sure I splash the back of my throat really good, really vigorously. Because, I mean, like, that whole experience, I just don't want to go through again, dude. With trying to get the tonsil stone out, nah, that was pretty terrible. That was pretty terrible, dude. Good Lord. My friend had a tonsil stone. He said he had a tonsil stone for the first time, but he said he has no gag reflex, or his gag reflex is pretty it's pretty strong. He's pretty resistant to gagging. So he was able to just stick his finger in the back of his throat and he popped it out. That's what he said, dude. He said his gag resistance, he's pretty resistant to gagging. He has like a non-existent gag reflex. So he was able to just like pop it right out really easy, no problem. He noticed the stench too, and he was like, oh boy, oh boy. He did a little investigating and figured out he had a tonsil stone and just popped his finger back there and popped it right out, dude. Easy peasy. A little jealous of that. Good Lord, because like I hate that nonsense. That feeling of like trying to throw up but not being able to do so, dude, that is terrible. That is really terrible, man. Good Lord. But I'm glad it all worked out in the end. All's well that ends well, I guess, dude. Jesus Christ. You know what I think? I think the Food Network and the Cooking Channel or whatever, I think the Food Network is the best channel on TV, to be honest, dude. It really is. Like there are so many good shows on the Food Network. It's absolutely crazy. Like you got Diners, Drive-Ins, and Knives, dude, with Guy Fieri. You got Chopped. You got Beat Bobby Flay, dude. All these banger shows. You got, what's that show, dude? What's the Iron Chef? All of these amazing shows, dude. The Food Network just pumps out banger after banger after banger. It's kind of ridiculous. I honestly think the Food Network is the absolute, hands down, the best network on television. Easy, dude. Like they've got everything. They've got baking competitions, cake making competitions, dude. Like what's that one baking show? Like, I think, God, I don't remember what it was called, but I mean, it was just a baking competition, dude. They just get a whole bunch of bakers. They give them challenges every single week. They do them. They either fail and they leave or they move on. I mean, it's that simple, dude. But it's so intriguing. It's so interesting. You know what I mean? I think as a species, we're all drawn to cooking. You know, that's one thing we can all share. No matter what race you are, no matter what gender you are, no matter where you live, we can all share the bonds that is cooking. You know what I mean? We're all drawn to that. And I think that's one reason why I enjoy the Food Network so much, dude. So much. Food competitions are the most interesting to watch, dude. It doesn't even have to be on the Food Network either. They're always just the best to watch, like MasterChef or Top Chef, dude. I love those types of shows. Cooking competitions where they just eliminate a few people every single week or whatever, or maybe one person a week. Those are awesome with all these like unique challenges that they got to do. They're awesome, dude. I mean, that what more do I need to say? I feel like a good contender to the Food Network is like HGTV. That was one channel I used to like really, really enjoy as a kid. I would always watch that with my mom. I really, really liked HGTV. HGTV has a bunch of good shows as well. Like House Hunters, an absolute classic. What's that one show? Oh my God, The Property Brothers. That's it. The Property Brothers. What's that one show? It's got the people. I think their names were Chip and Joanne. I think those were the hosts. They were like husband and wife. But I don't remember what the name of their show was. Was it Good Bones? Was it Good Bones? Chip and Joanne Gaines, I think was their name. I forget the name of their show, but their show was really good. They would go around and help people like, oh, Fixer Upper. That was it. Fixer Upper. Jesus Christ. I like just describing the premise of the show was able to edge me along. Jesus Christ. They would help people fix up fixer uppers, fixer upper houses, dude. Houses that are in absolutely terrible condition, and they would absolutely make it spectacular, dude. HGTV, very good channel as well. Homes on Homes. Was Homes on Homes on HGTV? I feel like there was another network that was kind of similar to HGTV, but they focused more on like renovating and stuff. I could be wrong, and maybe that was on HGTV as well. Was it called the DIY Network? The DIY Network? I think those were two different networks. I think they were very similar because they all deal with like houses and whatnot, dude, and renovating properties. But I think the DIY Network, if this is an actual network, this might be like a fever dream I had or some nonsense. But I think the DIY Network, as the name implies, was just, focused more towards like contractors and constructors and whatnot, while HGTV was more focused towards like, people just buying houses, looking at houses, and like interior decorating and all that nonsense, dude. I could be wrong, but I feel like those two. I don't even know if the DIY Network still exists. I know HGTV is still out there, but I don't even know if the DIY Network exists anymore. Homes on Homes was a good show, and my parents really liked Homes on Homes, dude. I think he was on the DIY Network. He might be on the HGTV Network now, but I think he was on the DIY Network. Hold on, is that an actual thing? The DIY Network. DIY Net. It is. It is. It wasn't a fever dream, dude. DIY Network is an American multinational basic cable network owned by Discovery Inc. and launched in 1999. The network is a spin-off of HGTV. That's why I thought they were so similar, dude. It's a literal spin-off of HGTV. It's like a sister company, dude. Jesus Christ. And they are still active. They are still producing shows. None of these shows I remember. These are all like newer shows. I'm trying to see if I remember any of these shows, but all of these are like new, and I don't really watch TV anymore, man. Yeah, see, Homes on Homes. DIY Network shows, dude. Yeah, see, I've never even heard of these shows. Barnwood Builders, Stonehouse Revival, Pool Kings. Yeah, never heard of these shows, but now I can rest easy knowing that the DIY Network was an actual thing. Jesus Christ. Another show I really liked? Tanked. Tanked was awesome, dude. I don't know if Tanked is still going on. It was these guys, and they made absolutely like elaborate fish tanks for like big companies or just for like just single clients. You know what I mean? They would make these really huge, grand, intricate fish tanks, and it was pretty funny too. I liked the hosts were pretty enjoyable to watch. It was a really good show, really informative too. They would tell you about certain fish species. How to take care of them, what they need to survive and thrive in their new environment, dude. And it was a really good show. Tanked, I don't know if that's still going on, but I used to really, really, really like Tanked. What channel was it on? Dude, I don't remember what channel it was on. It maybe the Discovery Channel? Hold on, I can figure it out right now. Hold on. Google, you are my friend today. Tanked. It was on. Well, it doesn't tell me. They say it's on Apple TV now, but that was not what it was on originally. What was it on? Oh, Animal Planet. That's it, dude. I forgot Animal Planet. I forgot Animal Planet was a thing. Jesus Christ. Animal Planet, man. I can't believe this, dude. Finding Bigfoot. I remember this show. And pit bulls and parolees, dude. Animal Planet also had some really good shows, man. I forgot about that. Finding Bigfoot, that show was pretty fun. I don't think they ever found Bigfoot. How in God's name did that show last as long as it did? It went from 2011 to 2018, dude. How? What in God's name were they doing? What kind of padding did they do to make it last that long, dude? They never found Bigfoot. They just kept replaying the same stock footage that everybody uses when talking about Bigfoot. That one clip of quote unquote Bigfoot that's like really grainy, really blurry, and it's just him like walking across in the forest. They use it every single time, dude. It's so dramatic too, and so intense. Like they're just sitting out there in the dark, with their night vision on, and they're like, what's that? Is that Bigfoot? Is that Bigfoot? Is that Bigfoot? No music, no background noise or anything, dude. Then all of a sudden, you just hear like a wood branch break, and they're like, oh, and then it cuts to a commercial break, and then it comes back and they discover it was like their friend or whatever scaring them. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous, but it was pretty entertaining. I remember that show, man. I did not know it lasted that long though. I thought that was like more like a one and done type of deal. You know what I mean? You're telling me this show lasted from 2011 to 2018? What were they doing? What in God's name were they doing, dude? I can't believe that. Jesus Christ almighty. River Monsters? Everybody knows River Monsters, but I didn't remember that being on Animal Planet though. I thought that was like on Discovery, to be honest, dude. River Monsters is really good. You'd be hard pressed to find someone that doesn't know about River Monsters though. What else was on the Animal Planet, man? This is awesome. I'm getting all these trips down memory lane. This is incredible, man. Animal Planet TV shows. Let's see. Are there any that I remember? The Most Extreme, I don't remember that. Too Cute. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. I remember that. Too Cute is the name of the show. What more do I need to say, dude? What more must I say? The show is just incredibly wholesome, and it just shows a whole bunch of puppies and kittens and just little animals in general, dude. It was the best show ever, honestly. That show is ridiculously good. If you just need something that's just easygoing, nice and wholesome, easy on the mind, very relaxing and enjoyable to watch Too Cute, dude. I forgot about this show. Jesus Christ. This show was awesome, man. Too Cute and Tank. Dude, remember before I was saying the Food Network might be the best channel? I might have to take that back, dude. I might have to give it to the Animal Planet, because the Animal Planet has some absolutely ridiculous bangers, dude. This is insane, to be honest, man. This is ridiculous. Oh my dude, what? Coyote Peterson has a channel on the Animal Planet? I mean, a show on the Animal Planet? I know Coyote Peterson. He's on YouTube, but I didn't think he had a... Wait, was he always on the Animal Planet, dude? I just thought he was a YouTuber. I didn't know he was like an actual TV show host. I thought his channel was, what he did. Maybe that's what he did originally, and then he just got noticed by the Animal Planet, and they said, "Hey, you want a show?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." Maybe that might have been what happened, or maybe he had a show this entire time, and his YouTube was like just like a clip type of deal, you know what I mean? Like a clip channel of stuff that would happen on his show. I didn't know he had a show, dude. I knew about his channel, but not his show. Interesting, man. Coyote Peterson. That's the dude who got stung by the that one hornet thing, whatever it was called. God, I forgot about it. But it was like some super omega beefed up super hornet or some nonsense with a sting powerful enough to I don't know, like kill a man or some nonsense. I don't know. And he got stung by it willingly. That was pretty funny, dude. Well, not funny, but like enjoyable to watch. Well, not really enjoyable to watch a man writhe on the ground in pain, but you know what I mean, dude. You get like a certain feeling watching somebody in pain. Jesus Christ, dude. That sounds messed up, but it is what it is, man. Good Lord, all these shows, man. This is awesome. I'm feeling really nostalgic. I feel old now, man. Oh my God, I'm feeling old. I'm only 20 though. I need to stop feeling like that. I ain't old. I'm nowhere near old. Jesus Christ. But it feels so long ago. But when you really think about it, it wasn't that long ago, dude. 2018. It's not that long ago, man. Oh my God, this is awesome. This is awesome. I might have to go and watch some Tanked clips, man. Tanked. I really want to see some more Tanked episodes. Jesus Christ. Or maybe watch some more Coyote Peterson. Or go watch MasterChef. All these shows, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. I got a lot of choices. Jesus Christ. But that's going to do it for me today. We started rambling. I'm feeling really nostalgic about these shows. All these shows that are coming back into light, it's just making me think about what I want to watch. Good Lord. I don't really watch too much TV anymore, man. I just don't. I spend most of my time on the internet and on YouTube watching, just YouTube videos and whatever. But I could just use YouTube to watch clips of these shows, man. Not HGTV though. I grew out of that. I don't really like watching it. I just find it boring now. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much as a kid, but now I can't sit through a whole episode of like House Hunters or whatever. I just find it really boring, really uninteresting, to be honest. But that's gonna do it for me today. But before we go, let's recommend a song. The song we are going to recommend today is, we are going to recommend Welcome to the Family by Avenged Sevenfold. If you don't know who Avenged Sevenfold is, you're living under a rock. What more do I need to say? You are simply living underneath a rock, dude. This is one of their best songs, in my opinion. One of my favorite songs. This was the first Avenged Sevenfold song I heard, and it was because they used it in the Call of Duty. And I think it was Call of Duty Black Ops. They used it in there, and that was the very first Avenged Sevenfold song I heard, dude. It was awesome. Really good song right there, dude. But that's going to do it for me today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to follow this podcast, share it on social media, and once this video is up on YouTube, please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And if you want, send in a voice clip using the link provided in the description of this episode. You'll see our Anchor link down there. Oh my God, that scared me. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. I don't know if you heard that. That was my timer going off for my laundry. Jesus Christ, dude, that scared me. Oh my God. As I was saying, though, you can use that link to take you to Anchor's website where you can send in a voice clip using your microphone, using your phone or whatever. And you can send in a question you got. You can send in a topic you want me to discuss. You can send in whatever you want, dude, just to make sure it is safe to have on the podcast. That is all I ask. Just make sure it is safe for work. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.